Hello my planner pals and welcome back. And if you're new here, then thank you for joining me and giving me a try. My name is Di, I am here at Creative Karma Design and today I am sharing my project life. This is the kind of memory keeping, and if you haven't seen this already, I am doing this in a big happy planner. I am repurposing an older out of date happy planner so that I can use it for my memory keeping. And I really enjoy this kind of way to use these planners in more than just a planner or a journal. So yes, I'm thoroughly enjoying this. So I will link to the first one that I did where I demonstrate why I'm doing this and how. I'm just using plain white cardstock and like a grid system. I have shown you how to do this in Canva. It's super easy just to do it all in Canva, have all of the template set up, and then you just plop in your photos and you're good. I will say that I'm craving more creative stuff now, so I may be changing some things in the coming weeks. But this will be for weeks 13, 14, 15, and 16. I'm doing a week on a page, so a 2-week spread is 2 weeks. And I think that is something that I might continue on. And then if I have any leftover photos, I'm just going to do them in the middle as like extra photos in the middle. Just do them as their own like individual photo in the middle. Again, like I'm craving this kind of more dimensional, tactile, and 3D almost feeling to these projects. So I've got all my photos here. These are the ones that I've chosen for these weeks. So we've got weeks 13 and weeks 14. And as I get my planner, my journal here, and I look, week 13 was the week of Stella's birthday. So that's what you can see on that left-hand page. She turned 3. So they've got their own little bones. They're big, like cookies for Stella's birthday. Because, you know, you can't just give one to Stella. You've got to give it to both dogs, right? So Cosmo got his first big birthday cookie taste and he really enjoyed that. And we took the dogs to the park, and the park has like it's like a big duck pond, but there's one little area where it's like a little outlet that the water comes out of, and Stella just loves to have a little paddle in there. There's another area where the kids paddle in, so I don't let her in that area, but I mean, there's birds and fish in there, so there's going to be poop regardless. But yeah, I just let her go in that bit. And she absolutely, all our dogs have loved that bit. Every single one. Cosmo is not that interested right now, but he may, as summer goes on this year, get interested in it. If he sees her do it more, he might go in. I've got a picture of the basket of toys that I fixed, and then promptly, literally, like by the 5 days later, it was already full again. The bottom left, we've got the picture of the game that Bob and I play, which is Path of Exile. It was the new game launch of this weekend, the weekend of the 29th. So we basically spent the long weekend playing the game. And then I've got, on the top right, we've got the Gladiators in the UK. I don't know if you watch that. I used to watch that when I was a teenager. Like, I loved Gladiators, like, just so fun. But they started it up again, like I want to say last year. But yeah, they started it up again in the UK, and I absolutely am down for it. I love it. It's so fun. So we've been watching that, and it was the finals, which is why I put the photo in. And that's just, I've just taken it from online. Same with the book photos, same with the game thing. Like this is for personal use. So I'm just going to take the images from online and just print them out and make them my own. Again, I just take the images, I upload them to Canva, and then I just plop them in the template and then put them back down. Like, that's it. I just print them out. Boom, done. So over these 2 weeks, I read 3 books. I could not put this series down. This was book 9, 10, and 11 from the 12-book series. This is the Will White Cradle series. Highly recommend. If you like fantasy, like fantasy type books and stuff like that, great series. Absolutely loved it. I'm kind of sad now because I finished, but yeah, I'm on to my next series. But yeah, I absolutely love this series and highly recommend. So the other photo that you'll see on the bottom middle on that right hand side is the back of my watch, because I mentioned it in another video. My watch strap broke. Newsflash, Bob fixed it. It broke again week 16, fixed it again, and it literally broke this morning. So that is not, it's not fixed, but that's an ongoing project. So I'm just adding some stickers here that you'll see in the red. And I chose the red because it was Stella's birthday and Stella's color is red. All of my dogs have had a color. So Stella's is red. Cosmo's right now is green. I may be changing it. It's hard. It's hard. I don't want him to have pink, but we've had blue, green. Currently he's green. And Pixel was purple. Stella is red. So I'm like, it's hard because then it's got to be in a color that the collars and the leashes are available in and stuff. So we shall see. So on that top left, week 13, I've just put happy birthday, Stella. A baby girl turned 3 this week. Oh, how time flies. She turned 3, but we've only had her, I think almost, well, right now it will be 18 months. Yeah, because we got her the week of Thanksgiving in 2022. She was already 18 months at that point. And then the one next to the gladiators, I put, we spent a long weekend playing Path of Exile, and it was so good. Though as usual, the league mechanic was totally overtuned, but they did fix it. Now we're having a blast. The one by the books says, over the last 2 weeks, I have read 3 books and finished the 12-book series by Will White. They were so good. Thoroughly recommend them. Now I've put that. However, the week after, you will see in a second on week 15, I have the last book, but I'm not going to go back and fix it. It's fine. It's fine. And then the left, I just put about my Garmin watch breaking. So weird, but my Garmin watch broke this week. Just so random. Plus we realize it's pretty crappily made as it's all plastic on the strap. No pin to hold in place. And then for week 14, I've put, along with playing PoE, which is Path of Exile, the game, we've been catching up on UK Gladiators. Such a blast from the past. Funny and inspiring. So that was weeks 13 and 14. And then because I was behind, we've got weeks 15 and 16. I don't know why I fell behind, but I fell seriously behind with this project. But that's fine. Just, you just catch up. Just jump in wherever you can. Just jump in wherever you can. So we've got weeks 15, and I didn't have a lot of photos for week 15. And I was like, what have we been doing? Well, mostly we've been playing the game. I've been like training my dogs, like walking the dogs, working out. And I'm just like, what can I put? What can I put in here? Well, aside from the book that we've been reading, the other thing is Trader Joe's has their kimbap back in, which is like a Korean sushi type thing. I think it's Korean. Pretty sure it's Korean. But it's like a sushi. Love it. It's like a vegan sushi. It's like it's under $5. I don't know how much it is. It's like $3-4, something like that. It's amazing. And we haven't been able to get it. Finally managed to pick up some again. It was back in stock. And then I was like, okay, I've got a picture of how much rain we have again. And I'm like, I'm just going to put in what we've been watching, which is Star Trek Discovery Season 5 and the Fallout series. I am loving both of them. I mean, I always like Star Trek anyway. I like sci-fi anyway. But yeah, the Fallout is kind of weird. If you're watching it, let me know in the comments what you think about it. But yeah, it's kind of weird. I've never played the game. I think Bob's played the game years ago. But yeah, never played the game, but So you can see me here. I'm just trying to decide what papers I want to go with these weeks, because I feel like the existing ones that I had out just didn't match. So I got out some different papers and cut them to size. Again, if you're doing a project like this, I highly recommend putting little washi markers so that you don't have to keep measuring. You can just put the washi tape where you need to cut, just so that you're not always measuring. You can just literally do it mindlessly. semi-mindlessly. But yeah, and then I just cut the whole thing out because I will use these at some other points during this project. So I'm just deciding where I want things, where I want which papers and stuff like that. But yeah, I am loving this project. It is making me go back to my roots of scrapbooking, telling the stories and stuff like that. And I think, again, this is what I've been missing the last couple of years. I haven't done anything like this for a long time, other than the last year, I think it was, where I did pictures, like a picture collage from my Currently page in my planner. I will say I am missing that from my Currently page. So I may bring that back and just, if I double up the photos, that's fine. It's okay. And just do like a highlight of the month in my planner for the month. I just miss that. I miss having that in my planner. So I think that might be something that I do for my Currently. But yeah, so I'm just kind of sticking the photos down, deciding where I want things. So yeah, those are the photos on the left-hand side I've already described. On the right-hand page, on the left, top left, we've got a picture of Stella. That was just us cuddling one morning. She loves her morning cuddles. Top right, we have a bird's nest in the patio cover, and the birds have had chicks. And as always, there's always at least a couple of casualties. One of them ended up in Cosmo's mouth. Yeah, so he came in chomping, and I'm like, what is he eating? It was a baby bird. And then I've got the Tortured Poets department of Taylor Swift. I do add some tags in there. I've adhered that as a little pocket. And then I've got Old Man's War by John Schultze. I don't know how you say that, but yeah, that's the current book I was reading. And I am loving that series as well. That's a really good book. An interesting concept. I quite like it. It's very sci-fi. Again, fantasy, sci-fi, that is my fiction genre. I kind of like it. On the bottom left, I've got a picture of the meal that I had. I think that was the Saturday or Sunday, which is basically roasted veggies with sauteed tofu, asparagus, and then a sprinkle of sesame seeds and nutritional yeast. Because I had been sick like the whole weekend. I'd just been sick the whole weekend, just so much nausea. And I'm like, I need to get back on track with my diet. This is not a want. This is an absolutely positively need to do. And then the middle photo is a picture of a vulture. I was chatting to Rini one morning while I was walking Cosmo and saw a vulture on someone's roof. So yeah, just took a photo of it because I was like, you don't see many here. Like, it's just very odd. But I just literally put, while chatting with Rini on Marco Polo, I spotted this vulture on a roof. Wow, we don't see these that often. It was waiting to get a dead rabbit that we were walking past. And I didn't notice the rabbit, but I noticed the vulture. Cosmo noticed the rabbit, trust me. But yeah, that is about it. Because then I'm like, okay, I have this little pocket. What do I want to put in here? I knew I wanted to do some journaling. And just like my one little word, I wanted to do the journaling, but I didn't really want to write on the photo. So I did some little journaling cards using the paper that I'd cut out previously. I just did some little journaling cards around at the corners. And I think I end up doing 3 using the pattern paper. So I think I do 3 journaling cards here using the pattern paper and the cards that I previously printed. I even add a photo. This was one that I was going to use in my one little word, but I just used it for this instead. Again, just adhered it, put it on the back, and I just added some stickers. And on this, I've actually written down, Taylor Swift dropped the Tortured Poets department, and then 2 hours later, the anthology, double album. Another 15 tracks for a double album. There are some great tracks on this release. And then on another little journaling card I've put, so far, my favourites include the songs, the Tortured Poets department, Fortnight, Who's Afraid of Little Old Me, Down Bad, Guilty as Sin, and So High School. Like, there's just so many good tracks on this album. But I will say Who's Afraid of Little Old Me is probably my favourite, along with Down Bad. I like Down Bad as well. But yeah, so, and I do have to get my phone out because I couldn't remember what the songs were called. I couldn't remember what the titles were, but yeah, again, I think this is the stuff that I've been missing documenting. And I was talking to Rini about this actually this morning, and I'm like, I just want to do more projects like this where I'm documenting the memories, the stories, so that I actually remember what the hell we did each week. I'm contemplating doing the week in the life that Ali has going on right now, because it's another thing that I would quite like to have the memories for. But yes, that is my project life for weeks 13, 14, 15, and 16, all done. I am loving this. I'm loving adding on more stickers and more stuff. I think I want to get a little bit more creative in the future. So yes, stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed this and it gave you some inspiration to do memory keeping in your own old expired planners. So yes, so I hope you enjoyed this and it gave you some inspiration to create some memory keeping journal or planner type thing, like memory planning in your own expired planners. If you enjoyed this, then give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you next time, my planner pals. Bye!